Yeah, you're always gonna be slightly taller because I made myself the shortest possible male, which is crazy in comparison. So it shows it's up and coming, so we gotta be live, right?
There we go, you're live.
Yes, we are. Alright, let's go. Hello, I am Damionpyro, and he is...
ChillenCat.
And this is our Nerd Talk Live podcast. Let's go. Hey, you're faster that time. Let's go,
yeah.
man. Alright, we got some interesting things we want to talk about here real quick. Just gonna be some quick yapping. We weren't as prepared this week. Like, first thing I want to knock out of the way, I forgot to watch any Eminence and Shadow at all, so we're having an Eminence and Shadow talk this week. Because I completely forgot to watch it. Was there anything you had that you wanted to select out before I start getting into the talking points that I'm putting in my notes?
I've recently started watching all the Godzilla movies in order.
Oh, like which one? Like the old school ones or like the new MonsterVerse ones?
Just the new Monster ones, yeah.
Oh, hey, those are pretty good. Which ones have you watched? Or have you watched them all before?
I've watched them all before, yeah. It's just I'm rewatching them.
Okay. Where are you at?
Godzilla is my favorite monster movie. Right now, I'm currently on Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
Hey, bro. Damn, so you're on to the last one already.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, knocking them through. Now, Godzilla is definitely up there for me, bro. And when they brought him back for that 2014 Godzilla, right, I was like, oh shit. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, I had seen nothing about it until the movie had come out, like, on video. Like, I didn't even know it was in theaters and everything like that. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to watch this new Godzilla movie. You know, pretty standard.
Yeah.
It actually a little slow start at first compared to some of the other Godzilla movies, but when they got to where those freaking, the Mutos or whatever were attacking,
Yeah.
right? And this freaking start, like, man, I was like, oh shit, bro, that's some hardcore Godzilla. Like when he breaks that one's mouth open and fucking fire breathes down his neck, I was like, oh shit. It starts popping off. You know, and I like that they, started the whole MonsterVerse thing, so like we got Kong mixed in, because I do like King Kong a lot. But I knew going into the first Godzilla versus Kong, that Godzilla was going to win that. Right? Like, bro's an absolute beast of a freaking lizard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he is.
I am kind of sad that they hadn't brought back the freaking, like, over-radiated mode that he had. And, what was it,
That's
the
King
one
of
where he
Monsters.
fights, King of Monsters, where he fights Ghidorah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when he's walking through that city and it's fucking literally melting from all the heat he's putting off.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was
that's
fucking awesome.
Peak cinema right there.
Oh, that really was, bro. Like, bro, okay, literally aura farming through that town.
For real.
And like Ghidorah, the real king, has returned.
For real.
Also, what is up, Baron Games? Welcome to the podcast, where we talk about nerdy stuff.
Yes. Right now we're talking about Godzilla.
Yeah, we are. Godzilla's some peak shit, bro.
Hell yeah.
So, freaking, speaking of Godzilla, I did think it was kind of weird that they had him freaking, go fight, what was that freaking dragon thing's name to get its power? I fucking escaped my mind. I want to say Needhog, but it doesn't sound right. Some mythical named dragon along those lines, though.
Talking about the New Empire?
Yeah, New Empire, the one that got.
Oh, that pink version of him.
Yeah, the one he had to defeat.
Yeah.
To get the freaking pink aura.
The guy, the damn dragon under the water. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I cannot remember its name right now. I'm usually really good with all the MonsterVerse names too, so it's kind of setting. I'm about to rewatch the movie now. I was like, bro, I should know which one that is anyway.
Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm watching them.
Oh, speaking of the MonsterVerse stuff, since you're watching all the Godzilla things, have you watched Monarch, the show Monarch?
I haven't. I don't know if it was good or not, so I skipped out on it.
It is. It is.
Okay.
It is so fucking is. And it actually has Godzilla in it. It's pretty lit. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But every time when you go onto it, it says TikTok get banned or something. When you're short, you don't get it. What? I missed some things, Farron. I'm kind of confused on that. I don't really know what to say there. I don't post things on TikTok though, so I would not know. I probably should though. It'd probably help draw some more buzz to my channel if I started posting my shorts on TikTok and stuff.
Probably, yeah. It's pretty easy to
Yeah.
get views on TikTok.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to start doing that at some point. For sure. Anyway, so Monarch kind of jumps back and forth in time between the kids of the one guy in freaking the second Godzilla movie, the guy that gave his life, I believe. I think it's his kids. I could be wrong. So somebody that worked in Monarch's kids for sure, right? And then like the past for like this OG group that started like that founded Monarch, because like they end up having to find one of those 3 founding members and stuff like that, and like the show gets really crazy. Basically shows like pocket wormholes between like this other place where the monsters come from and our world and shit like that, and they end up having to like close them up and shit. Yeah. Also, they show that they fucking tested a nuke on Godzilla, and Godzilla survived that shit.
Dang.
Yeah. The show gets wild. There's all kinds of fucking good monsters in it and shit. It kind of connects in between the first Godzilla movie and then New Empire. It's kind of weird. They're supposed to make a season 2 of Monarch, so I don't know if that's out yet or not.
Probably not, yeah.
But it's definitely worth the watch if you're going into that whole MonsterVerse stuff, especially as a Godzilla fan. Definitely worth it. Freaking, definitely check in. Apple TV be giving out those freaking, like, free 3-month trials all the time. That's how I watched it. just wait for one of those to pop up and be like, alright, time to go watch Monarch.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you had here, my good Sir Cat?
Not really. I got whatever I wanted to get out.
Alright. So
for now.
Let's go on to a first subject, which is one that we've kind of had delayed for a while here. Pokemon Horizon. Cat is finally caught up. Let's go.
Yay.
We're at the same place now, so when the new season comes out, we can cover it together. Let's go.
Heck yeah.
Figure when that bitch drops. I think it said November or something like that. So somewhere toward the end of the year. It's like October, November.
Oh, November's a fucking peak month right now.
Right? We're having a lot of shit coming around.
W month.
Yeah, for real. Also, that's when my birthday is. Extra W month. Just saying.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. I'm all about November, let me tell you. But, again, let's get some of your closing thoughts on it before we just start talking about stuff throughout the anime.
Let's see. My thoughts on Horizons?
Yeah, so far. Obviously, we haven't got the final part of Season 2 yet, but, you know, I feel like they wrapped up things pretty good up until, like, what were they trying to find Entei right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they find that Entei that's not the Entei that they were looking for. It's part of the original trio of Entei, Suicune, Raikou.
Yep.
So I have a theory on that, by the way. I remember. And they were talking about going to Area Zero, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my theory. So in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, we got, I think it was Roaring Thunder, Walking Wake, and, like, Gouging Fire, I believe, right? Which are prehistoric paradox versions of Suicune, Entei, and Raikou, right? I think that the Entei that he had is not actually Entei. I think it was gouging fire. And if it's not gouging fire and he actually did have an Entei, then they're going to find gouging fire first, next part, when they go to Area 0. But my theory is that it was actually gouging fire that was part of the 6 heroes, considering like Terapagos' involvement and stuff. Yeah. Speaking of Terapagos, bro, did you see it coming that Terapagos wasn't actually Lucian's Pokemon?
Oh.
Or at least just Pokemon, because I didn't see that coming, to be real. Like, the whole time, like, with all the memories and stuff like that, I for real thought it was Lucian's Pokemon. Did not expect it to be, what was her name, damn it? They only talked about her for a little bit, but, the girl who turned out to be his wife, and Lico's great-great-great-grandmother.
Yeah.
That was a freaking bombshell of a story reveal and a half. To be honest, I did not see that coming at all until they first started talking to her and she said that Terapagos was hers. And then I was like, wait a minute. And then they said the baby's name and I was like, oh, that just all fucking confirms it right there. And then Lico's grandma's like, that's my mom's name. I was like, you're damn right it is. That's your grandma, girl. Right there. It's crazy that crystal pool and Terapagos were able to literally just drag somebody from the past so you could talk to them. Also, my thing is, like, the Terapagos used up so much energy that it had to recharge in that pendant form or something, because you'd figure with her having Terapagos in the pendant with her while they were talking, that would have, like, reacted and maybe made it wake up early or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But it's still cool, though, that we got this whole, like, generational explanation there. I'm going to step a little further, because that last one was kind of loud. See if we cut out the sound in the background a little bit more. But freaking, I do like where they're going with this, you know. So, do you think that? Cause I think it is him. That the freaking bad guy. What was his name? Fucking like, Ixion or some. The fucking Omethio's Gibeon. Omethio's grandpa. Right.
I think it's Gideon. Gibeon or Gideon?
Yeah, I think it's Gibeon. I think it's the first one you said with the B.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it is Gibeon. Do you think that's the original him? And that's something that he did with that freaking Lockaway actually made it to where he doesn't age or something?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. Because, well, he has the Zygarde, first off. Right? Who apparently gave up a lot of his power because the dog form is the Zygarde 10% form. Also, we're gonna see freaking shiny 100% Zygarde because that would be lit. I'm just saying that would be fucking badass. You can see that in the anime.
For real.
And honestly, like Horizons has had some really refreshing storytelling too. Like, it's not at all what I thought it was going to be like. I thought they were just going to, like, redo, like, how the Pokemon anime was running with Ash, but with, like, new main characters. Like, no, this actually has, like, a crazy, like, not really Pokemon of the Week style thing like the original ones did. Right?
Yeah.
But, like, an actual, like, story-driven plot and things like that. I mean, the other ones did have a story-driven plot, but you got a lot of, not exactly filler crap, but, like, I want to say Monster of the Week, but it was Pokemon. You know, Pokemon of the Week style stuff. Which, you know, some of that stuff's good and, like, hitting some nostalgic stuff. Like, I've recently started watching X and Y for the first time, because, be real, back whenever X and Y first came out, I still hadn't finished Black and White yet. I couldn't find anywhere to finish Black and White. And so I was like, well, I'll just wait till I can find Black and White. I still haven't finished Black and White, but I still haven't been able to find it anywhere, and I keep getting told that X and Y was so good, right, by a lot of people. So I finally broke down and I started watching it since they brought it back to Netflix. I'm like, I'll go ahead and knock it out. Fuck it. And I do like some of the callbacks that they have had. Like, I like that they basically did like a redo of the original intro, right? for X and Y, so that's cool, little nostalgic callback. And I like they brought back Who's That Pokemon. Although they could do a little better with it, because like at least back in the day, the Pokemon that they show would either be from an episode coming up or an episode that's already happened, right? But never the exact episode. And then like the first episode, they pull up a Pokemon, and you're like, oh, okay, I haven't seen Spritzee yet, so that's cool that they did that for Who's That Pokemon. But then literally every single one, it's like, well, even though we just showed you the Pokemon literally right before that we cut to this commercial break, who's that Pokemon? Shadow, the Pokemon we just saw. Like, damn, gross. You know, but it's cool seeing Team Rocket again. Kind of sad now knowing that all their voice actors for the English dub are dead, but it's whatever, I guess. Still big sad. Right? Also, hello, Sun Goten. Welcome to the stream. Freaking, anyway, getting back on track here. So I've played the X and Y games, right? So I already know that the first gym that Ash tried to challenge, the one he got kicked out of in Lumio City, that Clement kid is the gym leader for that, right? So I'm wondering why he's just sitting there talking, right? And Jericho's the other voice that was responding. Like, we're both over here talking. You just came in during me talking. That's all, Goten. But Jericho is ChillenCat.
Hello.
Yes. And this is our Nerd Talk Live podcast, as the title suggests. Anyway, back on track here. So something I found hilarious is that the little girl is basically, like, takes over the role of Brock, always asking women to marry him and stuff like that, right? But she's asking it for Clement. Like, she's always like, can you take care of my older brother? I think you'll make an amazing wife for him. Bro's gonna drag her away in embarrassment, right? Hey, B Gamer, welcome to the podcast. How are you? But yeah, that shit was cracking me up. I was like, bro, gotta put a leash on his little sister. That's crazy. She's just out here trying to get you a wife, though, bro. She already says, she's like, listen, I know you need somebody to take care of you. Like, damn, bro, sister thinks you're incompetent. You need a wife to take care of you, apparently. You little out there, bro. Sister's just trying to hook you up, man. Anyway, let's move on here. So, going back to Horizons, before we get away from this whole thing, I just kind of got in talking about X and Y because of, just doing little comparisons of, like, the old school format versus the new school format, right?
Yeah.
So, I like that we start this journey. Like, obviously, Liko's now confirmed to be the fucking big-time main character, like, out of our three main characters. She's, like, the main character. They're just, like, Roy and Dot are essentially her Sasuke and Sakura. Her Naruto.
Basically.
But I like that we start out with, like, her whole thing, like, a unique way to choose a Pokemon in the beginning and stuff like that through that interview, to where, like, she kind of chose her Pokemon but didn't at the same time. Basically just took a personality quiz and, like, here, this Sprigatito fits you. Like, I like that whole system we started with. I like that, all of the story plots and stuff that we've been building off from the beginning, like, they're all having, like, payouts. It's not like, oh, we're gonna forget about this thread for a while. No, it's just been continuously building story, and it's like, every time we start to get more answers about certain things, they're like, hey, here's some more for you to ask questions about. Like, I really like that story structure they have with it. The battles, like, at first, I was a little bit worried, because I was like, oh, we got a new trainer, and she doesn't know about battling whatsoever.
Yeah.
Her biggest thing she's got are more or less leafage. It wasn't looking too promising at first, in the beginning of Season 1, but by the end of Season 1, her and Roy's battling had improved dramatically, right? And Dot started kind of off like a whiz kid. Speaking of which, if you noticed when they were testing themselves against their Elite Four trials, right after they did their first Terra trial, Dot was the only person to beat the Elite Four member they were battling. Liko and Roy, while honestly their battles were probably better, they did both lose in the end. Versus Dot actually pulled off a victory, which surprised me. I was not expecting all three of them to be evolved already. Like, they kind of spaced out the other two evolving, you know, in comparison to Liko, but not just all three of their mains evolving, all three of their side Pokemon are evolved. So, my next question is, so, Liko officially caught Terapagos at the end, right? She's got him in a Pokeball. That's her official third Pokemon.
Yep.
Do you think that in Part 3 we're going to be seeing Dot and Roy get a new Pokemon?
I hope. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I hope by the end of the series they have a full 6-man team.
Especially
each.
Roy.
Yeah.
Bro's only got Fuecoco.
No,
he doesn't. He's got
Kilowattrel.
he's got Kilowattrel.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Big Bird Boy evolved, or Little Bird Boy evolved into Big Bird Boy.
Yep.
And I like the strategies and stuff that he comes up with that. Like using that freaking, what was that move? Freaking like Gust or something like that the other Pokemon he was battling was using to fucking charge up his Spark move and stuff.
Yeah.
It was fucking... When they were battling, what was it, the Legends? The freaking 6 heroes. And they had their little test battles against them.
Yep.
You know? I do like that they, kind of had, like, little misadventures all over the place. But we kind of flushed out, like, the beginning in, like, a sped-up version of what you would actually go through in Scarlet and Violet. Like, having to battle the gym leaders and stuff like that. And, I do like the way you introduced Briar. Okay. And Carmine, so I'm hoping that whenever we do the Area Zero thing, that after the Area Zero thing, or during the Area Zero thing, we get introduced to Kieran. So Kieran is Carmine's little brother, who's better at battling than she is. But he doesn't start off that way. Because in Scarlet and Violet, he is first introduced in the first Scarlet and Violet DLC, and he kind of like idolizes you and wants to be your friend and stuff. But things happen that kind of start to get him upset throughout it. And the Pokemon that he wanted to catch by the end of that first DLC, Ogerpon, ends up going with you instead of him. And literally, you can try all you want, but the game forces you to fucking be a dick to him and catch that Pokemon, essentially. Like, it's like, no, we need this for his character growth. Bro's got to go in his villain arc. And where he becomes this asshole ace trainer.
Dang.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we get a little bit of that in there. I'm wanting to see some Kieran, especially asshole Kieran. It's gonna crack me up. I'm just saying. You better see some Hydraplin. Which is a new Pokemon they introduced in the thing. So, do you know the Pokemon Applin? Little dragon worm lives inside an apple.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, so he had 2 evolutions before, which were Appleton and Flapple. Or Flapple is like he kind of becomes more dragon-like, and like the apple becomes like his wings and stuff like that as he transforms. And Appleton, he just looks like a fucking apple pie dragon thing. Like he got baked. Well, the third form that they actually introduced in the Kitakami DLC is called Diplin, right? And they messed up because turns out before they introduced his third evolution, he was Eevee Light compatible, so people already knew he was going to have a third evolution. And out of the 3, he's the only one that does. So that's kind of the first unique branching evolution Pokemon, right? So you got Applin, who can either go Appleton, Flapple, or Diplin, but then Diplin itself can go into Hydrapple, where there's actually 3 worms inside it. But Diplin is literally just a pointy fucking apple, freaking, not Appleton, but freaking Applin. just covered in candy. He looks like a candy apple. You actually have to give him one of those candy apples that you saw in the episode that they all got in order to evolve him.
Oh.
Yeah. So I thought that was a little bit of a interesting take here. Alright, and I'm really hoping that that's where they end up going with it. Other predictions I may have for the series is that the freaking Lockwium is going to give people like an eternal youth or some shit. And it's going to be revealed. And that the fucking guy is just somebody that has been living forever. Either that or somebody in his family was obsessed with him, so he just took up that name and stuff, and he's forcing his freaking grandson to have to live up to their ancestor's name or whatever. Either way, bro's kind of heartless when it comes down to it. Like, since some good and his grandson is like, nah, bro, we ain't having that around here. You out. You out the circle. Frickin', I do like where everything's going with Professor Freed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And the photographer chick that they introduced, right?
Yeah.
She was also in the Kitakami DLC. She was my favorite character from that. I honestly thought when they introduced her that we were going to see Ursa Luna, but they did kind of freaking... Like, I don't like her voice.
Oh, me neither. Her voice is...
But she didn't have a voice in the freaking game, alright? So she was like a really cool character, and I'm really disappointed by the voice they gave her, because it doesn't seem like it fits her age. Sounds way younger than her. I don't like it. Like, it's crazy, because I looked it up. The voice actress they picked for her is an adult, but why do they make her sound like a little kid when she's very clearly an adult? Like, she's over here like twice as tall as freaking Roy, Liko, and Dot and everything. But I like that she had Freed's freaking Pokemon app, and that's how she found things. And I do like that they used her to find Cleavor, because she does help you find a freaking Pokemon from old school Sinnoh, which was, my mind just blanked out on what it was called. I believe it was called, like, Galar or something like that before. It's the old name for the Sinnoh region. I have to play Legends Arceus again. It's been a minute. I honestly wasn't prepared to have to talk about that part specifically. So, favorite character off the crew so far? Not including Liko, Roy, and Dot, of course.
The mechanic girl. I forgot her name.
Mechanic girl? Freaking, damn. My mind's blanking out on her, Dot's uncle, and freaking, the medical chick, too, right now.
Medical chick is named Molly.
Molly, okay.
I think Dot's
uncle
uncle's name, if I remember, is Murdoch, or something like that.
I believe so. I just cannot remember the mechanic chick's name to save my life right now. Oh, man. But, my favorite character is fucking the Mighty G!
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Ludwig,
fucking
bro.
Ludwig.
Dude, I already liked Ludwig before they basically introduced him as Pokemon All Might. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I thought the shit he did in the first episode was crazy. When he threw that Pokeball for Sharpedo and it broke the sound barrier like 8 fucking times. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this guy? But I do like the subtle little My Hero reference they made, because whenever he had to shrink back down, he was like, huh, seems like 3 minutes is all I can do now. I was like, oh, bro's totally fucking All Might of Pokemon.
Fuck yeah.
But overall, how are you liking
He's
the
also
series
the
so
fucking...
far? Oh, sorry.
That actor in that damn movie.
Yeah, bro.
He was like, I don't know.
Yeah, Silver G,
He's
bro.
like, of course I'm a fan.
Silver G and Mighty G.
Hell yeah.
Turns out to be the same thing. Guy Silver, my bad.
Guy Silver.
Guy Silver and Mighty G. Which I'm now convinced just stands for Mighty Guy, but he didn't want to call himself Mighty Guy, so it became Mighty G. The Defender of the Ocean. Freaking
Heck yeah.
pretty lit, I would have to say so myself. Totally unbiased opinion. Speaking of more Pokemon stuff, we had the Pokemon Presents recently, and yeah, they did give some updates for a lot of their games, like the Pokemon trading card game, the Pocket version, like they got new packs coming out, Pokemon Cafe and all that stuff. New Pokemon Concierge season coming out. They did show off some stuff that kind of looked like the same style as Pokemon Concierge, but they called it something different, so I'm interested what they're going to do in that. But I'm not really big on all that stuff, so I did kind of skip through a lot of the presents until I got to like things I actually cared about, like they're adding Latios and Latios to Pokemon Unite. And they're going to have a unique ability to where they can basically teleport to each other from across the map, which is going to be interesting.
I wasn't really interested in that.
I'm curious what
I'm
they
gonna
do
be honest.
for the team-up mechanics for them, because like, if they have pretty decent moves, like that could be like some really good instant freaking, oh, hey, you're jumping me? Nah, my brother's here type thing. You never know. But the things that really interest me are basically just the two things at the end. So we got announced for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that we are going to have some raids coming up for the 4 Ruined Pokemon. And we're not going to be able to catch them. However, if collectively each one gets beaten 1,000,000 times, then we will get their shiny versions as a Pokemon mystery gift to everyone who has Scarlet and Violet.
Yay!
So
I'm so
I will
happy.
definitely be dusting off my Switch and participating in those raids, because that is,
I
those
wish I
Pokemon
could
are shiny
participate.
locked. I'm sorry, Cat.
I don't even
But,
have a Switch.
anybody with Scarlet and Violet, you know, y'all hop on, do your part, knock out some Pokemon. They're only 5-star raids too, so they're not even that hard. Like honestly, I thought they were gonna be 7-star raids, because that's what they usually do with the big Pokemon. But nope, just 5-star raids. So it's gonna be kind of like the Zeraora raid they did back in the day, where we all got the shiny Zeraora if we beat it 1,000,000 times. Now we're gonna have 4 of them, 2 weeks apiece, so for the next 8 weeks. We got an update on a new game coming to both the Switch and mobile, so you'll be able to play this one, Cat. Okay? So the game is called Pokemon Champions, and what we know about it so far is you get these points that you earn in the game through playing like other like little freaking against like computer matches or against other players, right? But it says these points aren't purchasable, which at first I thought that was going to be something where you'd have to pay to like get Pokemon if you don't have any Pokemon games or something like that, because they have access to a Pokemon Home, so like I could take my Pokemon from Pokemon Home and use them in the game in battles. So that's going to be pretty cool. But you'll be able to play against friends, you know, or computers, or other people online. Like just other random people. They have a ranked mode, I guess, that's going to be coming up, so that's going to make things interesting. But it is Pokemon battling, like, in the core Pokemon games, but now you can do it between people on the mobile and Switch. They didn't go into too much detail of whether or not we're going to have any of the special mechanics like terrestrialization, Mega Evolution, Z moves, or anything like that.
They're probably going to add that in the near future.
Or even items in general. But you can see confirmed that your Pokemon moves, like, obviously, like old school Pokemon Stadium kind of setup, and that their abilities will be in effect. So, still have to think about all of that stuff. And it's just literally a big old Pokemon battling game. It's just called Pokemon Champions, and I can't wait for them to reveal more info, because it looks good. It looks really good. And last up on the docket, we got a new look at Pokemon Legends ZA, which I did get a sigh of relief on that one, because I thought I wouldn't be able to play it. Now, it's not going to be, like, intense graphically and everything, like the Switch 2 version is going to be, but they are going to release Pokemon Legends ZA on the Switch 1 as well. So I'll
Yeah,
actually be
I
able
was
to play
happy
it.
that it's gonna release on the Switch 1 because I am not fucking buying a Switch 2.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
good.
eventually I'll probably get a Switch 2, but it'll be a while.
I don't want to buy a Switch 2 because all the shit they're talking about a bit.
Yeah. No, I agree, and that's what's held me back too. But I know my ass, and once they release an actual new Legend of Zelda game and they make it fucking Switch 2 only, I'm gonna have to be like, well, fuck you guys.
Then
you
you're
got me.
forced to buy a Switch 2, yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna have me there because that is my favorite game series besides Borderlands of The Legend of Zelda. So that's where they'll have me. They'll have me caught right there. It's like, motherfuckers.
Yep.
You guys always do this to me. But Legends ZA is looking really good. It's not at all how I thought it was going to be, right? So it's got a new battling system that's different than Legends Arceus, although I really liked Legends Arceus battle system, and I was hoping they'd make more games with it. But honestly, if the new battle system works the way it looks like it works, I'm more excited about the new battle system than Arceus' battle system was. So from what it looks like, your Pokemon, you send it out, your opponent sends it out, and they just start battling on their own, like moving around and stuff like that. And you can like issue commands and stuff to like, hey, go this way or that way. But it has all 4 moves. Like you can see them, like you give an order and your Pokemon will do the move right where it is. So you're gonna have to worry about like positioning and stuff like that. And like it seems like a more of a simulation of like an actual Pokemon battle from the anime.
Mhm.
Which I am behind that. But the skills didn't have the PP, the Pokemon power, or whatever it's called. They had a cooldown. So I have a feeling that like timing your moves and stuff like that are going to become way more important. And also they brought back Megas! Woo! And they're bringing back every Mega that was previous. And if these leaks that at first weren't going to be talked about, but both I and then another YouTuber named Austin Johns had decided that since the reveal in the trailer of Mega Dragonite accurately fit the description of these leaks, I'm going to go ahead and talk about them. He actually made a full video like with the descriptions and everything of each Pokemon in that video, and somebody drew like little cartoony pictures that kind of like give you an idea what it might look like, but still leave a little bit to imagination. Like their Dragonite picture wasn't spot on with the one they revealed, but it was super close. So we may be getting, some definitely true things on these leaks, right? But before we get into which 25 Mega Pokemon were leaked for this, that may be true leaks or not true leaks. That'll be up to you guys to take that with a grain of salt on that one. I want to finish talking about some of the things. So the premise of Legends ZA is a lot different than Legends Arceus, where instead of trying to make first friends with Pokemon in a world where people and Pokemon are kind of like at odds and ends with each other. Also, I remember that freaking previous Sinnoh thing. Now it's kind of out of the way. Hisui. That's where Legends Arceus takes place. Ancient Sinnoh. It was called Hisui. I don't know why I said Galar. That's fucking Gen 8's thing. I'm dumb right now. You guys don't listen to me there. But it's going to take place in the Kalos region, and it's going to take place in the timeline after X and Y. So we have AZ and his Eternal Flower Floette, who came back at the end of X and Y. And he and a group of other people, along with your character, are in a restoration/redevelopment plan for Lumio City. You're trying to make it into the ultimate paradise for people and Pokemon. And during the day, you'll be able to go into these wild zones that they have throughout the city where you can find and catch, new Pokemon. Also, you can run into and battle wild Pokemon throughout the city itself, not in these zones, from what I was seeing. New phenomena is happening where you can find random wild Pokemon that have this, like, kind of purpley, pinkish aura coming out of them. And they will start a freaking boss battle with you in Mega Evolve. So they're Mega Evolving on their own for some reason. Can't wait to get into that. But another thing that's got me exciting is at nighttime, the Z through A tournament starts. And you have to try to battle as many trainers as you can to get points to try to raise your rank up through this system. and you're going to start at Z, and you're trying to make your way all the way to A. Well, they had already talked about that a little bit before, but the new bombshell they dropped for that is every so many ranks you go up, there's like a leader type trainer, not quite a gym leader, but like for their whole thing that they have going on. So periodically you're going to be battling these like really strong trainers. It's kind of like a test of how you are so far. So like a gym leader, but not called a gym leader. I forgot what exactly they called them. But all in all, I'm pretty excited to see like how everything's going to go down. They showed off a freaking lady who owns some kind of mega corporation. Looks like she's going to be the leader of the bad guy team, whatever it turns out to be for the game. So I'm just curious what kind of conflicts are going to come up, because it was very obvious what the conflicts in Arceus were going to be. Like, we already got shown that we were going to be fighting these freaking Pokemon that are going berserk from this freaking rip in space-time that was above Mount Coronet and stuff like that, that your character actually came through in the first place, right? So you knew, like, that was going to be the whole big conflict dealing with that. So I'm really curious how this whole setup for freaking ZA is going to be. And like how your character's coming into the city and everything. I do think it's interesting that the new starter choices, like last game, we got 3 different starters from 3 different regions. This time we're getting 2 from Johto, and then 1 from Unova. So we're getting Chikorita, Totodile, and then Tepig for the fire type. And I don't know if the leaks are true about them all having regional variant evolutions or not, but they are part of the other thing that we're going to get into now. So, the 25 leaked Mega Pokemon are as followed. Like I said, these may or may not be true. Mega Clefable, Mega Victreebel, Mega Staryu, Mega Dragonite, Mega Meganium, Mega Feraligatr, Mega Skymarie, Mega Frostlass, Mega Emboar, Mega Excadrill, Mega Scolipede, Mega Scrafty, Mega Electros, Mega Chandelure, Mega Delphox, Mega Chestnut, Mega Greninja. Also, just noticed that my phone auto-corrected Mega Chestnut to Chestnut. That's kind of funny. Anyway, Mega Pyroar, Mega Eternal Flower Floette, Mega Hawlucha, Mega Barbanakle, Mega Malamar, Mega Dragalge, Mega Zygarde, ooh, Mega Drampa, and Mega Phalanx. And while I don't remember off the top of my head a lot of these descriptions, I do want to point out on this last one, I remember that the Mega Phalanx, they said, kind of reminds them of Voltron. So I'm really curious how that motherfucker's going to look after they freaking evolve. But apparently the 5 guys that make up Phalanx, like 2 of them are going to become legs, 2 of them are going to be in arms with a sword and a shield respectively, and then the 5th one's going to be like the main body / head. So I'm really curious what that thing's going to end up looking like. But the description that they gave for Dragonite, when these leaks were made before the Pokemon Presents, was that, you know, Dragonite was going to get 2 flowy wings coming out of the top of its head and kind of like smaller looking angel wings all over its body, and then like a blue orb from like Dragonair and like more Dragonair-like features. So that was very accurate, I felt like, to what they revealed, you know? And while Bro does kind of look goofy, he does kind of look cool at the same time, and his description is kind of terrifying. So, apparently Dragonite's a kind Pokemon, and that's amplified even more with Mega Dragonite, and he sees defeating you as fast as possible as an act of mercy. So Bro, to be merciful to you, is going to try to kill you as fast as possible. And apparently, though, they also have been known to ignore their trainers mid-battle to go save people, so that sounds like a problem. I don't know if I'd be wanting a Mega Dragonite, personally, but hey, man, it's cool that we're bringing back Megas and we're getting new Mega Pokemon, because out of all the gimmicks popping up and stuff lately, Megas are my favorite gimmick. And I think that about covers everything for the Pokemon Presents. We talked about Champions, we talked about the Raids, talked about Horizons. while we're on Xenoverse 2 here, go ahead and get this out of the way.
Yeah, you talked about Pokemon.
Hey, man. You have anything to add, Cat?
I'll try. Dude, I kind of like forgot like half of the stuff.
Oh, definitely chime in while we're talking about this stuff, because I'm just going to keep talking until, like, you're like, hey,
that
bro,
makes sense,
got
yeah.
some shit to talk about. I'm trying to fill the space, you know? Fill the silence and the dead air.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
no,
really
you
good
don't
at this,
have
so.
anything about the Scarlet and Violet raid stuff to talk about, but was there anything you had to talk about ZA from what I'd mentioned? Any of that stuff?
Not really.
Tournament?
It looks like
bringing
a
back
cool
Mega?
game
Yeah?
that I really
That
want to
definitely
play.
does. Yeah, I also really want to play it.
But no, I don't have a
most excited
Switch.
about the new
I'm
battle
broke,
system.
guys. I'm broke.
Hey, bro. Same, but I got my Switch a long time ago. Like, a long time ago when it first came out.
Yeah. I might get the damn Switch
Freaking
one before
Matthew.
like Switch 3 comes out, probably. I don't know.
Not that kind of filled, Matthew. Alright. So, the thing I want to talk about for Xenoverse 2 is just something really brief. I'm excited that starting this Sunday is going to be the start of the last week of Festival of Universes. Like, I'm excited that we're going to be able to grind out the Elite Patroller matches, but the thing I'm most excited for is it's almost done. It's going to be gone.
Yay.
So excited for it to be gone. Like, as much as I love Xenoverse, like, being forced to grind the same things over and over kind of is a buzzkill. But, hey, man, we're going to get some cool rewards out of it, so I'm big excited for that. Ready to get that Ultra Instinct aura, you know? More than just this freaking aura. It's the only aura I got, by the way. It's full power gem.
I don't even know what the fuck I have.
Alright.
I got Super Saiyan God. That's all I have.
Hey, bro. That's still a
And
cool
the championship for festival.
Aura. Hey, I don't have that one. Alright.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I was talking about Horizon. Let's talk about Methio.
Oh, okay. What's
I just
up?
wanted to talk about Methio.
What's up with the Methio?
Methio's one of my actual favorite characters as well. It's
Okay.
probably like my second favorite character in Horizons.
Freaking his main Pokemon is one of my favorite from Scarlet and Violet that they introduced new.
Ooh. Yeah, his Pokemon's pretty cool. I really like his character design and his, you know, kind of backstory and story in general. Kinda. You don't get a lot of, you know, stuff about him, but
whenever you do, it's like pretty lore heavy.
yeah.
Yeah, so I can see that. I really like Ceruledge because not only does it look badass, it's a fucking ghost fire type. Like, that's sick.
For real.
Big emphasis on the ghost part, because ghost types are my favorite. Followed by dark and then poison. I just like all the designs for those types of Pokemon mostly. They're usually pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So, you watched the Gotcha... Oh, sorry. Matthew.
Yeah, I have a lot of things I want to talk about him. Well, not a lot, but like... Methio, when they first introduced him, where he's all like really trying to get that Torpicos, you know, but the more and more you know about it, he gets like eases up on them just a little bit until at that one point where his, I think Grandpa, right? If I remember, yeah, he's like his supposedly Grandpa told him, like, you know what, no more, you're out of this. At that point, I'm like, okay, I am thinking. I don't know if anybody else is thinking this, but in my opinion, I really want a Methio to join up with Freedom League.
Oh, so you want to join the Rising Bolt Tacklers?
Yeah. Like, he'll be a great asset.
Be real, I feel like that it may be going that way personally, just with the way they're setting everything up. They're either setting him up
Methio
to join them and the Rising Volt Tacklers, or they're setting him up for a big crash out. One of the two.
I want him to go from bad to good.
Yeah, you're gonna pull a green Power Ranger and join the good guys.
Yeah, basically.
That would definitely be an interesting setup there. Have him end up going against his grandpa at the end.
And add the other two.
Oh, his little
his followers.
People. Yeah.
Yeah, his minions.
That are obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like how each one of them has a different beef with, like, a different member of the thing. Like, Bro's got a beef with Dot and her quacks. And then the other girl is obsessed with freaking Sprigatito. Sprigatito?
Yeah, she's gonna cry if she figures out
once you see that it evolved.
Now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I love how in that one part where they're watching their own videos, the dude's watching Needle thing.
Yeah, boy. And she's just watching
and she was like, "What are you watching? You're supposed to be working." And it pans to her watching Sprigatito videos.
She's out there like, watching the Pokemon equivalent of cat videos.
Heck yeah. I'm like, girl, you ain't working either.
Oh, there's definitely some good moments throughout that show.
Yeah.
So that's why I like Ludwig, bro, because when they pop him in, he's always saying some wise shit that ends up fucking, like, out true.
Yeah. Oh, when they met, what's this, the old, one of the old Rising Voltacular members, where he left.
Oh,
I forgot his name.
The guy that makes up the fucking stories and shit?
Yeah, he was like, did you know Ludwig has big muscles under that cloak of his? And the kids were like,
Nah.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's real.
That's literally the only one they didn't check out, too. Like, out of all the stories he said that they went and checked out, the only one that was actually true, they just fucking walk up and like, nah, there's no way.
For real. I'm like, dude, it's true. He's telling the truth.
It's like, you all really should check on that one. Bro is secretly a superhero. He wasn't lying.
For real. I'm surprised the damn 3 hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah, bro. I would like to see them finally catch him, though. I like how he was trying to get away from that one guy, too, to turn into Mighty G, and bro was just, like, latching onto him.
Yeah.
He's just trying to be as nice as possible.
For real.
He's like, bro, it's Mighty G time.
Mighty G. Versus Sharkpedo. So random ass movie.
All the versus Sharkpedo movies.
Yeah.
I like how they started going, like, at first they started off with, like, you know, old school movie title type style, like, just blah 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 versus Sharkpedo, and then it started getting to be, like, parodies of actual movies like Star Wars and shit like that versus Sharkpedo.
Yeah. I'm like, because that entire fucking scene is like, oh, well, finally a regular movie title. Then versus Sharkpedo. I'm like, damn it! Then it goes to the next movie title. Let me guess, versus Sharkpedo.
Yep.
Versus Sharkpedo. I'm like, okay.
A man who finally finds love in his life. Versus Sharkpedo.
I'm like, what?
Bro becomes the ultimate high schooler teacher. Versus Sharkpedo.
Sharkpedo. I fucking love that scene.
Oh yeah.
So funny. Versus Sharkpedo franchise.
I honestly, I hope they bring that guy back. We need more versus Sharkpedo memes.
Heck yeah.
Alright, bro, was there anything else you wanted to add in about Horizons, Amethio, Pokemon in general before we move on from the subject of Pokemon?
The mechanical girl. I keep forgetting her name, bro. I swear to God, it's like there, but...
Hold on.
But her hair tie, I don't know if I've noticed her hair tie. To me, I don't know if it's a regular hair tie or a nut.
Orla.
Yeah, there we go. That's what her name. Yeah, Orla. You look it up.
Yes, I did, bro. I fucking got tired of this.
Yeah, I was like, it would come to me at some point, but yeah, Orla, her hair tie. Because I keep looking at her hair tie. I was like, I keep thinking, I'm like, she's got to be wearing a nut for a hair tie.
Oh, yeah, she like is. One. No, she is.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, right I fucking knew it.
You started talking about the hair tie. I was like, well, now I gotta look at a picture. That's a gear.
A gear, yeah, nut gear. Yeah, I was like, it's gotta be one of those. That's not a regular hair tie.
Bro. And honestly, now that I noticed that, she kind of got like fall length style pants. And like her little skirt thing, that kind of looks like a fall length. Like her whole design, to be honest.
I love how she's wearing a fucking gear as a hair tie.
Molly. Oh, apparently there's gonna be a time skip. What? I need to get out of these pictures. Alright, well, we should spoil it. We don't got to spoil it.
It's either you're gonna see leaks or another picture.
Yeah. We're done.
That you don't want to see.
Right. Oh, who knows, man? It's Orla, bro. Orla could get it, bro. Orla and Molly.
Not really.
Well, that's like
Molly
too.
or Orla speed run.
Yeah. Gita too. Freaking Pokemon chairman lady. With the blue and black hair. Bro.
Yeah. Speed run.
Hell yeah.
See how fast it takes to find one.
Anyway, moving on to from our degeneracies. Is there anything else you want to add about a method?
Especially with Penny, bro. I swear to God.
Oh, God.
The only reason why I fucking recognized her in the TV show. I'm like, I know that person.
I do like that we did get all three, Nimona, Arven, and Penny, because those are your characters' friends in Scarlet and Violet. Like, you spend the whole game helping one of the three of them, essentially.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, so you thought those were the three main stories and you were finished? Nah, bitch. You all four are teaming up for the final main story now.
As soon as it panned to, like, Penny, I was like, I think I've seen her from somewhere.
So,
thing is, I have never knew Penny was a character.
Yeah, and I guess the world canonically takes place in the world of Scarlet.
I was like, a specific video I saw on Twitter. I was like, no wonder why I fucking recognize
Not only do we have the, because not only do we have the Scarlet book, we also, they went to Neuronshot Academy, which is the Scarlet Academy. It's an orange.
I like Penny. Penny's cool.
I do hope that we get to go to Blueberry Academy after
the reason why I like Penny, because she's an Eevee fanatic.
Yeah? Oh, dude, that's all her Pokemon that she has, too, by the way.
Exactly, that's why I like Penny.
Yeah. All she has is
I'm also a fucking Eevee fanatic. I fucking love Eevee.
Literally Eevee fanatic.
I like all of the evolutions. All of them are fucking cool.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for them to give us the other 9, man.
For real.
Like, we out of freaking 18 types, we have 9 as evolutions. Where's our other 9? And honestly, even if they don't give us a normal type one, at least give us the other 8. Then we have a version of Eevee in every freaking type. With Eevee taking up the normal slot. Although I still think we need a straight up, just regular evolution for Eevee.
Oh, yeah.
Like a normal type.
Make him bigger.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. Like, make it a little more badass or something. Give it longer legs. Maybe a more serious look to it.
Eevee's cute.
Yeah? No, I like Eevee. One of my friends...
Still adorable to evolve.
Yeah, one of my friends from
honestly, if he does, I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna evolve Eevee.
Hey, man,
maybe I'll capture another Eevee to evolve them. I'm gonna have all 3 evolved differently.
Hey, bro's got a plan now.
Heck yeah.
Bro's just gonna be an Eevee trainer.
Heck yeah, bro. Make the most strongest Eevee known to man. Like how fucking Ash is Pikachu.
Right? That'd be crazy.
Strongest Pikachu. Pikachu versus Cap. Who wins?
Oh shit.
Good team. It's a good matchup.
Cat and his Eevee versus Ash and Pikachu, huh? No, No, that's funny though, because when I was a kid, I had a friend. Her name was Amy Orban, and that was her whole favorite Pokemon. She was real obsessed with Eevee, and I was real obsessed with Charmander. So that's all we would talk about, the Eevee and Charmander. That was back in like kindergarten or first grade, though.
Maximus.
Hello, Maximus. What is up? And welcome to the podcast where we just talk about nerdy stuff. That's all we doing is yapping about nerdy stuff. Speaking of yapping about nerdy stuff,
alright, we should probably yap about something else. Like this whole stream is gonna be Pokemon.
Yeah, we're ready to move on.
Alright, now we can go on. We move on.
Alright, Cat's ready to move on. Alright, so next up, that new anime they're following, Gachi Akuda. You said you watched it, right?
Yeah, I watched both of them, the 2 episodes.
Alright, what do you think, bro? Let's start. Yeah.
Honestly,
start with the first one.
The first episode, honestly, it kind of started off slow. I'm gonna be honest. But I kind of gotten more into it. I'm like, this is actually an interesting kind of story that I kind of like, you know?
Oh, that's
I'm
what
like, it's actually interesting. Yeah, same. I'm like, now I'm very interested.
Well, I'm glad you like it, man. I hope you enjoy the podcast. Sorry, Kat. I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I was just responding to a chat message.
Yeah, first episode was nice. I'm glad there's blood in it, of course. Just the way it looks. I'm like, the way it looks, it's gotta have blood in it.
that fucking 180 at the end, though. I was not ready for that, bro.
Oh, yeah. Did you finally tell her? Fucking dude's just dead. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I do like that at the start, though. They kind of showed off that the kid's got really good reflexes when he dodged that bullet. Like, at first, I thought there was going to be more action in episode 1 because of how it started. But then it just was like, we went from a little bit of action to...
story.
Yeah, we're just on this game right now for, like, we just have something for the background. We don't really have a setup for both of us to be able to just talk for our podcast. So, like, we just join a random game. We get on characters. We stand somewhere and we yap for a couple hours. About nerdy
thing is,
stuff.
I only had Dragon Ball and Borderlands. I can only do.
Yeah, we already did Borderlands last time we did a podcast together, so we need to get more games where we can stand and yap.
Yeah.
More games in common. But so things that are really pointed out to me in the first part, like the kid. I already had was already theorizing. Actually, me and Mahari talked about this a little bit last week because we did watch the first episode and talk about it last week. And you can see me and Mahari's both in-depth analysis of that first episode on episode 5 of our podcast, which is the one from last week. Sorry to drop that shameless plug in there. Let's continue on. So the kid seemed to have an affinity for taking care of objects in general, and he talked about that thing that his adopted dad always told him, that, you know, every object has a soul in it, and that if you take care of it, that soul will come to help you one day, right? And told him that even those gloves of his have a soul. So I think those gloves are going to get some kind of powers at some point. That's special to the gloves. Which, you know, they show in episode 2, which we'll talk about that when we get on to episode 2, that he does have some kind of powers, but they didn't show it specifically the gloves. It was more like his weird-ass arms. Speaking of which, brings me back to, me and Mahari totally called it when we first saw his arms and how they looked. We're like, oh yeah, bro feels pain when he's not wearing the gloves. His arms are all like black with like magma cracks in them. Bro's got to have some kind of freaky powers he was born with.
Yeah.
But the fact that he sees the world differently, and that, like, the things that the quote-unquote humans, right, see as trash, he can find the value in them and, like, fix them up. And honestly, some of the stuff made it look better than it did before it was trash, to be honest. Like, he upgraded some of that stuff. So I thought that was a pretty cool premise. I do like the kind of exaggerated take on modern society, with the humans being like the rich people and then the tribesmen being like the poor people, and they kind of have them like outskirted out on the edge of the city and stuff like that. Okay, and at first, and Mahari absolutely hates this girl because of this, by the way. So at first I thought it was kind of cute how they had that wholesome thing going on with him and that girl that he was liking, and he was trying to impress her. Bro, absolutely broke my heart that when he got accused of murder, she didn't even, like, try to fucking defend him or anything. She just instantly was like, oh, I thought you were different. Just fucking accepted it. Like, damn, girl.
I thought you were her.
Yeah, bro. Like, whoa. How you gonna leave your boy like that? Like, you're gonna help him out for all this crap and defend him through all that other crap, but the moment somebody accuses him of murder, you're like, nah, it definitely had to be him. Like, instantly gave up on bro. That's crazy.
Messed up.
They're like, yep, you are a murderer just like your father. Like, what the bro? So, the big plot twist. So, when he was going back to talk to his freaking adoptive father, after finally basically confessing his love to the girl, but not actually saying the words, so they just essentially, like, you know, I really like you, gave her the gift and all that stuff, and then, like, she fucking gave him a little kiss and all that, and he was over the moon, right? And he was going to go brag about it. Walks to the front door, sees a vision of his dad being like, oh, so did you tell her? Just for it to switch to him having a fucking machete through his chest and being impaled to the floor. I was not ready for that shit, bro. I was like, damn, I kind of liked that guy. He's already dead in episode 1? What the fuck? I thought he was going to have a bigger role in the story.
Nope. He did. Fucking crazy.
Also, thank you, Maximus. I know I did type it in the thing too, but we had a slight pause in the talking, so I went ahead and said thank you. Appreciate you guys. But anyway, so when they strung him up there and he started talking about his revenge on everybody, and they dropped him and stuff got a little bit trippy, do you think that he subconsciously used his powers to save him, or that there was something else going on when they dropped him?
Probably that first option.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, because bro did start tripping out as he was falling, so we don't really know what happens in between him getting dropped and him landing, right? But when they first pan out to, like, all the walls of trash and the power lines and stuff, before that beast comes up, I immediately have a theory that they're on something that was like Earth, right? But they covered that shit in so much trash that they had to make a floating city utopia. Yeah. In order to survive and everything, and, like, get above all the fucking polluted air down there. And that maybe they started overpopulating up there, which is why we have the outside city, like, slums, and, like, you know, all the rich people are in the middle. Right? So it's just like, you know, the more poor people started to become, like, the really poor people cast and stuff like that. Like, just more over-exaggerated stuff of, like, how our world works, essentially. And that, you know, the people on the edge of the city have to loom with that threat that, yeah, bro, you don't obey our rules, we're going to throw you down there with the trash, like the trash we think you are. Alright. So anything to add about the first episode before we get into the second one real quick?
No.
Alright.
The second one. Moving
on into the second one. So, at the end of the first one, we get to see what we now know is called a scrap beast. Right? And when they first revealed that thing, I was like, yo, what the fuck is that? Right? And then, as that wasn't bad enough, we find out in the beginning of the next episode there's not one, but 3 of those motherfuckers. Yeah. And fucking bro apparently has super strength, because he picks up that fucking street pole and smacks that fucking beast in the face with that shit. Fucking cleaves one in half. Right? Like, he's about to die and all that stuff. And freaking, he just, like, starts remembering all the shit they were talking about him. He's like, nah, bitch, I can't die yet. I gotta get my revenge, motherfucker. Right? So I was like, oh, shit, son.
Yeah.
Fucking, just for them to reform and be like, yeah, so you can't just brute force your way through these monsters. They're essentially immortal, right? Unless you have, like, a special power. he gets saved by that guy in the gas mask, keeps telling him to shut up, but he's like, nah, bro, I don't know where the fuck I am, what's going on, I ain't gonna just shut up till somebody explains some shit to me. And then bro's like, ah, fuck, well, I'm gonna have to fight now. And then transforms his fucking umbrella into that lance thing. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Okay, I'm behind this power system already. So, like, it seems that these people called, what are they, givers, right?
Yeah.
Have the power to imbue objects that they really freaking care for or really have a connection to with some kind of powers. And freaking, bro just gets insane with that stuff. Like, essentially shoots a nuclear blast that spreads out 6 different ways out of his fucking umbrella.
Bro.
He fucking drops that bomb, and you're like, damn, that's badass. But then he lets the kid get captured by people he knows are gonna hate him and try to fucking beat him up and stuff. Right? They wanna fucking cut him up and sell his organs and stuff. I was like, damn, bro. Because I guess everybody who falls from the sky, they find him dead, so he's the first living one that they found, or at least that they talk about. I have a theory that his dad actually survived the fall too.
Yeah.
Right? And also, I think his dad might have got framed up the same way he did. Or, you'll be even crazier. You know that thing in the mask that killed his adoptive dad?
Mm-hmm.
What if that is his real dad?
Ooh. Bro. Damn.
Theories, bro. Theories. Theory crafting already. 2 episodes in, already theory crafting. But, so, I kind of called the kid's unique ability being able to infuse multiple objects yet in the last week's episode, right? So I do like that, you know, for the second one, they did kind of confirm that, because at first he infuses the chain, and they're like, oh, let's break the chain, the giver's useless without his object. Bro grabs the fucking tire, and it turns into that fucking spiked tire. You're like, oh shit, bro can just pick up whatever he wants and turn that shit into a weapon. Alright, I'm about that, man.
I'm glad it's just multiple weapons. Multiple objects.
So
I'm like, because as soon as he did that with that chain, I was like, oh god, is that going to be his weapon?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, a chain.
Another chain person, huh?
Yeah, as soon as he started grabbing that tire, I was like, oh, it's multiple objects. Oh, thank god.
Yeah. No, bro went fucking, like, I don't know, like a combination of Magneto and somebody else over there, started lifting all the junk above his head and fucking transforming it into weapons and shit. I was like, okay, we can get behind this. Apparently, whatever energy they give off, bro just said that, you know, kid's got a lot of power and stuff like that, and a good aura, but they didn't really give us a name for that energy, so it's just energy so far. So I wonder if that's going to be the same throughout the whole series, or if we're going to get like a key or a chakra or something, you know, some kind of energy type that fuels these givers. And what makes a giver a giver? Can, like, anybody eventually become a giver, or can only certain people be givers? You know? Right, because anybody who gets really attached to an object, a giver, you're just going to get powers from fucking having your soul attached to an object? Or is there, like, predestined people to be these givers? I'm kind of sad we didn't get the episode Sunday because of the election thing, but I'm excited for Sunday to find out what goes on next, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see if some of my theories come true and stuff. What did he ask him to join? Were they the cleaners or whatever?
Yeah, the
Told him
cleaners.
he'd train him to use his power as long as he joins the cleaners. So I'm curious what these cleaners are all about. Like, do they just fight trash monsters on the fucking daily or something?
Probably.
Apparently using that power is the only way to, like, actually eliminate these trash beasts. Because it, like, disintegrates their body. Which is insane. Also, I do like the whole backstory of how they've fucking formed. So it does bring back to what his stepdad was saying. I keep calling him stepdad, his adoptive dad. Was saying about souls, like every object having a soul. So I think all of the objects that they are just throwing away over and over again, I think the collectivity of all their souls and, like, the negativity from them is what's forming these trash beasts. Like, I think they're just rejected souls collecting together full of hatred, essentially. Which is wild. So also, I think maybe some of the people that got dropped from the sky might land and, like, their soul bond with the fucking soul of the trash below them to create, like, more intelligent trash beasts. I would not be surprised if that's a thing later. predicting that now too. Just throw it out there. And I figure, you know, since this is a new anime and if we were guaranteed 24 episodes for the first season, that's something we could cover for the next 22 weeks. Yeah?
I hope it's 24.
Yeah, no, it's confirmed already. I looked up the schedule.
Okay, good. Because if it's gonna be 12, I swear to God.
Yeah, I looked up
all
the
animes.
Yeah, no, I looked up the release schedule as soon as there wasn't an episode Sunday. Because I looked up when they come out and it said Sundays at 8 a.m. Central Time, so 8 a.m. our time, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, well, then there should be an episode here right now, right? And there wasn't, so I looked up why there wasn't an episode, and the whole schedule got pushed back 1 week because of the election in Japan. The election aired and took up the time slot that it would have normally been in. And how it works is it airs on the TV station in Japan, and then it goes, like, right after it's finished airing there, it goes to Crunchyroll. Also, it's Samuel-dub, so they have the English dub and sub at the same time. I know Mahari was watching it in dub, and you're probably also watching it in dub, right?
Yeah.
I'm the only one over here subbing it up. I do need to watch it in dub just to see the voice actors, see if I'm behind the voice actors or not with that. You know, I do should give every anime a fair shot in both sub or dub, but sub is my preferred way to watch anime, so I always watch it in sub first. But I do eventually watch them all in dub also. And some of them, I don't finish in dub because, like, there's certain voice actors I just can't deal with fucking for dub anime. And anytime I hear their voice, I'm like, alright, so I'm not watching this one in dub. I always tell immediately when I hear their voice, like, that's going to annoy the hell out of me. It's just like when I watched the Fairy Tail for the first time in sub, right? When they get to the freaking dragon lady who's obsessed with trying to make the mechanical dragons, and she's always like, hi, hi, hi. It's like, oh my god. I already know that in the English dub, she's going to be so fucking annoying. Yes, yes, yes! Yes, yes, yes! And by god, was she getting so annoying. Honestly, though, I will give her this. English dub her a little less annoying than Japanese original her. The hi, hi, hi's were actually more annoying than the yes, yes, yeses, even though it means the same thing. So, you know, glad we didn't have to deal with that. Freaking, I do like that his umbrella thing kind of had, like, levels to it. Right? Yeah. So, like, he kicked it up a fucking notch before he did the attack. Do you think that was the highest level for him? Or do you think that, you know, since it was kind of just showing off a little bit of their power at first, and, like, him being the first look at a cleaner, that there might actually be a step above that?
Honestly, showing a little bit of stuff.
Yeah. Like,
could have been like
do you think that was the max power, or do you think that was
ultimate
just,
power or something?
Yeah.
You got like multiple or something.
Yeah, or maybe multiple different forms.
Yeah, probably that.
I'm hoping there's like one more step up that they kind of throw out as a trump card later. It's like, oh, you thought that was my max power? Fucking look at this shit. Because he essentially turned his umbrella into like a fucking umbrella drill thing.
Yeah, that could be like his ultimate attack. Then he got like a damn like attack after that, like a damn like what the fuck? What's it called?
Fucking ultimate move, bro. Bro's Bonkai.
Whatever the hell they're called in the Fate.
Oh shit. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that type of power and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's that ultimate power.
Yeah, right? It's an extra ultimate power, bro.
And Phantasm or something like that. I don't really know.
Right.
Noble Phantasm.
Noble Phantasm.
I think. Yeah, something like that.
Maybe. Does sound kind of familiar, but I'm not sure either. It's been a while since I watched any of the Fate series, to be honest, though. Fucking, did you have anything else you wanted to add about Gachiakuta before we move on?
No. I gotta say, I still don't have a favorite character yet.
No, you still don't have a favorite character yet?
No, I gotta watch more until I find one at least.
Yeah. I think that the Umbrella guy is probably going to end up being my favorite character. I like the way he talks. Honestly, like, my favorite line so far was him saying, "I told you to shut up, you shitty brat," when he starts yelling at him, when he finally snaps after, it's like all the whispering, like, "Hey, we really need to be quiet. Hey, we need to be really quiet." Oh, fucking throws his mask on. God damn it! Now they fucking see us, you shitty brat.
What I'm looking for is personality, how funny they are, kinda. What their weapon of choice is.
Bro's got multiple categories to find his favorite character.
Their character design.
Yeah,
that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Those four things.
Sure. We're for sure gonna have to see more. Speaking of anime, though, moving on.
If one of them actually has like, well, no, that's not entirely from the show, of course. I'm not talking about just for the show. Just in general, in anime is the weapon of choice. If it's like a katana or a scythe, they're probably gonna be my favorite already.
Oh yeah. No, honestly,
those are my two favorite weapons.
I'm waiting for a trash night. To be 100% honest with them turning fucking, wrecked objects and stuff down there into like actual weapons.
And it doesn't matter
if
they're it also doesn't matter if they're a male or a female. If they have a katana or a scythe, bro, they're immediately my favorite.
getting up there. Yeah, I'm waiting for a trash night. I'm waiting for one guy that looks like he's wearing some crappy fucking suit of armor with like a crappy sword and shield, and then bro's gonna be like, "And this is my object." Turns out he's a giver and transforms that shit into like a badass suit of armor and everything.
For real.
I'm waiting for it. I'm gonna be disappointed if we don't get a trash night, cause bro, if I was writing a show where motherfuckers can turn objects into like more badass versions of themselves, I'd be so having a trash night.
For real.
Alright. Already mentioned that Eminence in Shadow is being delayed due to me forgetting about it and not watching it at all. So I will make sure to watch some before next week. So I'll probably just finish up the series. I'll just binge it out. So we can just
also in dub, I don't recognize any of the voice actors.
Okay.
In Gacha Kuda.
I'll have to check it out and see if I recognize any of them.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of them.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the way their acting skills are.
Yeah. I'll probably wait till about 4 or 5 episodes in when we get introduced to more characters before I go in to see if I recognize anybody.
Their dub actors are kind of meh.
Yeah? Well, you're starting to make me feel more glad that I started in sub now.
Especially I'll still Engines is actually kind of great. It's actually kind of good.
Okay. I forgot what the main character.
The only good actor.
To be honest.
Wait, what?
I forgot what the main character's name was.
Main character? I don't. Did they even say his name?
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah. Then I just totally forgot.
Me too, man. But definitely excited for more. Speaking of being excited about anime, finally new season of Kaiju number 8 started Sunday. I'm fucking hyped.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not gonna talk about the episode then, since you haven't seen it yet. But I'm trying to cover like this season's new animes that are coming out, returning animes and stuff like that, on the podcast from now on. So if you wanna fucking hop in, check that out so you don't get spoiled, bro.
God, I'm watching. Dude, now I gotta watch 3 freaking animes.
Yeah, bro. What's the third one you're watching?
Well, not technically 4.
Oh, now you have 4, because you still gotta watch Fire Force with me, bro.
Oh, 5 then.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm missing 2.
Holy crap.
What are the other ones? Because you said technically
God,
4.
I'm watching, of course, Gacha Kuda. Then I gotta watch season 2 of Kaiju number 8. So that's ready 2. Then I'm watching another one called, Tugen Anki.
Oh,
that's 3.
Is that new?
It's actually pretty good. It's new, yeah. There's only 2 episodes right now, but it's actually pretty good. I'm kind of liking the story that's going on right now.
Well, I'll have to find it to check it out.
4th one is that Ren I was talking about, the one fucking gore anime that I'm very confused about.
Yeah. Okay.
I keep getting confused about it. Yeah, that's very confusing. Basically, almost, yeah.
Yeah,
and also gore. That's also confusing.
Anime Game of Thrones. Got ya.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Gacha Kuda.
And then
Ren, Fire Force, and and Kaiju number 8. Yeah, that's all 5, dude. Holy crap, dude.
Not gonna lie, I got excited when I saw there was a 2-hour like extra thing of Kaiju number 8, but I went and checked it out. It's just a kind of like they cut out some of the parts and just sped up season 1. It wasn't the full season 1, but it was most of season 1 put into like 2 hours. Like season 1 minus the last couple episodes. Of Kaiju. And then I do need to watch the EX episode because that looked like some wholesome like little side story stuff with Reno. I just like wanted to make sure that I watched the first episode and when it comes back to. And if I am correct about the chapters they'll be covering in the fucking from the manga in this season, bro, this season's gonna be lit and full of badass fights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Season 1 was already lit.
Season 1 was lit, but man, season 2 is gonna be like the next level.
Ooh, damn, what's the fucking name? Damn it, dude. She's my favorite character too, and I forgot her name. Can't believe that.
Hold on, I got you. Give me some descriptions. It's already a her, so I'm gonna guess either Mina or Kikyo, or
blonde twin-tailed girl with a big-ass battle axe.
Yep, okay, that's Kikyo or whatever her name is. Bro, the freaking head guy's daughter. Kikyo Shinomiya or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Hold on, I'm about to find out.
she a badass, bro.
Funny thing is, because I have her skin on Fortnite.
Okay. I didn't even know they had a kaiju freaking crossover on Fortnite. That's cool.
It's Kafka, the blonde guy, and her.
Okay.
Or, the blonde guy, which is Kafka's friend, or kind of.
Reno?
Yeah, Reno.
The white hair one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Reno. Blonde, my bad.
Yeah, no, Reno's bad. I mean, white hair's kind of blonde. It's like super blonde.
Super blonde, yeah.
Right? Super blonde.
Super hella blonde, bro. It's crazy.
No, she is fucking badass. Like, and she's gonna get more badass.
I love her.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Kafka's my favorite character, but only because, it's relatable. He's a 32-year-old man who's just now starting to get to where he wanted in life, and I'm in the same position.
He also looks like Godzilla.
Highly relatable.
He kind of looks like Godzilla, I'm gonna be honest.
And in his monster form?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that fucking, speaking of which, man, not too many spoilers, but the monster that they fight also looks like Godzilla.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, boy. But no, things are going to be going down in this season. We're going to be seeing more about, numbers, weapons, and stuff like that. So I'm excited. Speaking of which, so you've seen the first season at least, right?
Yeah.
So, my favorite character is going to gets introduced in season 2. Okay? But I had another favorite character, which before this character was introduced in the manga.
Before we go on, her name is Kikuru Shinomiya.
Yeah. I don't know. I call it Shinomiya. That's on me.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah.
Kikuru.
Yeah.
All right, go. Continue.
Badass. So, I can't tell you the name of my favorite character because you haven't seen him yet. Okay? But you will know because he is he gets introduced in the new episode. So when you watch that, you'll see him. He's the only thing I'll tell you is he's the captain of the 1st Division.
Okay.
He's my favorite character. But my favorite character before they introduced him was Toshin, the fucking swordsman guy. Honestly, probably still one of my favorite characters, even with frickin' guy whose name I can't say. Right? Because, bro, first off, everybody else out here using guns, bro's got the swords, let's go! Right?
For real.
You don't need no fucking gun, even though it's only because his aptitude with guns sucks. But regardless, bro's like, nah, I need these guns. I can defeat anything with just these blades, boy. Let me get them hands. Right?
Hell yeah.
And
like
the the monster that he fought that was kind of designed to fight him, essentially. Along the way, the freaking melee monster that loves fighting. Man. Yeah.
That was peak.
that was some peak animation there. And I was about to say something, but I gotta stop myself, because that's a spoiler. They haven't showed that yet. Let's just say that there's more involved with that monster, though. I can't fucking wait, and I hope they fucking introduce it this season. But fucking, what did you think about number 9? The very obvious big bad of the show. And like his abilities and stuff.
Honestly, I think he was a great villain.
Yeah.
His powers are kind of, well, not really insane, but
I mean, a little bit, a little OP, bro. Like, bro can fucking mimic anybody's memories and speech. He can literally turn into them.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of cool.
He can fucking turn his bones into bullets.
For real.
All the weird transformations, the barriers he can make. Fuck. Bro's got a fucking list of some powers, man.
Fucking what he did to Kikuru was awful.
Yeah, poor girl. But also, we got that badass
great
fucking...
frame, by the way, in that one scene.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
Gotta be. Yeah. Fucking ass shot. Heck yeah.
Speaking of fucking ass shots, Mina, bro.
Mina?
Yeah. Fucking the girl that's Kafka's childhood friend, the one who's the fucking badass prodigy in the Defense Force. The Division 3 captain lady. Bro. Oh, man. Great character. W design. Also, her fucking giant-ass gun, bro. Like, gotta love a girl with a giant-ass gun, man, that can put a hole in a giant monster from fucking 50,000 meters away. Fucking sniper cannon out here.
For real.
I do like what they did with the end of season 1, by the way. I honestly didn't think they would make it that far for season 1, but I am so glad we got the end with Kafka versus frickin'
Kikuru's dad.
Kikuru's dad. Fucking the head motherfucker. A badass motherfucker too. Woo-hoo. Yeah. We got that good fist fight, bro. I love his power set, because honestly, out of everybody, his power set's the most even, like, for Kafka, because they both use, like, mainly punching for their fighting styles.
Oh, yeah, motherfucking hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, boy, let's go.
God, that's what a
brawl right here.
That is probably the most favorite thing in anime. My most favorite thing is fucking hand-to-hand combat action.
Yeah, well, hey, man.
Those scenes,
Same reason why
Merlin, throwing hands. I love how in some anime they go from like weapons to like swords, katanas and shit. They're like, you know what? Screw this. Mano y mano, bro. Throw hands.
Right.
I'm like, oh, this is gonna go intense, bro.
Yeah. Now, I know you won't know who she is because you said you don't like Black Clover and you haven't really watched it, right? But there's a character I also think you would love from Black Clover. Her name's Merleona, right? And she is all about throwing hands. Like, that is her whole thing, is throwing hands. She throws the most hands, in fact.
Great,
like,
yeah.
Like, bitch is the queen of throwing hands, bro. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, in the Wizard King movie that's on Netflix, fucking great movie, she's all, like, fangirling over this one girl because she was known as the god of battle and shit, and you're like, oh, shit. It's weird seeing Merleona as a fucking fangirl, but then she just fucking drops the line of, and the reason I'm so excited that you got brought back to life is because I'd never thought I'd get to test my fists against you. I was like, oh yeah, that's the girl I fucking love right there. She was looking for that fucking fight. She said, oh, you were the strongest? Nah, bitch, I'm the strongest. About to show you why. Glad you got brought back to fucking life so I can put your ass back down again. That's my fucking girl right there, bro.
Hell yeah.
Her and Yami, my favorite characters from Black Clover. I'm all about them characters that throw hands. Fucking Might Guy and Naruto, fucking Armstrong and fucking Full Metal Alchemist, bro. You give me a character that throws hands, they're gonna be up there in my top favorite characters. For sure. With fucking Rock Lee when he was first introduced. The Boy, they kind of did him dirty in the later seasons in like Shippuden and Boruto and stuff, but fucking Rock Lee versus Gaara, that's fucking peak fighting right there. Fucking Tamara being all cocky, oh, you think dropping some leg weights off is gonna give you, oh my god.
I love fucking Dragon Ball, dude.
Yeah.
All of that shit is just throwing hands. Yeah, nothing less.
Yeah, all hands.
Just all hands, baby. Nothing, no weapons.
We could all get behind there.
Hell yeah.
Although the characters with weapons are pretty cool, like freaking Trunks,
true, yeah.
Future Trunks when he comes in with his sword
for
the first
Trunks
time.
With a sword. His Z sword, I think it's called.
Well, no, the Z sword's the one that Gohan pulls.
So it's just Trunks' sword.
Yeah, it's just Trunks' sword. I mean,
Spirit sword.
If they freaking follow,
that's a good name for his. Honestly, that's a good name for his sword.
Yeah. If Tapion was canon, then it's Tapion's sword.
Tapion's canon. Remember, all of Dragon Ball is canon.
That's right. I keep forgetting about that.
Tapion's gonna be canon now.
To be fair, though, he did say as a fan, so that's where most people are drawing the line right there. They said, nope, as a fan, that doesn't mean everything's canon. But, I mean, bro did also say Dragon Ball Multiverse, so, I mean, if the main guy now that Toriyama's passed, he's the main guy. If he's saying it's all canon, I'm just saying. Might as well.
I know.
Take it as all canon somewhere, baby. But for the main story plot canon, that is, like the main timeline that we follow, that would be cool if they introduce him at some point and give Trunks that sword. Close the loop, man. We didn't know where Trunks gets that sword from. And if not him, introduce somebody else. Hello, Phantom Flame. How are you?
If all Saiyans have the exact same transformation, like Super Saiyan Blue and stuff, and all Super Saiyan God. I wonder what Trunks is gonna be like in Super Saiyan Blue.
Right?
Bro's got blue hair already.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Just be fucking shinier blue hair. That's all.
For real, yeah.
Shinier and spikier.
That's what man. That's what I was really hoping for Gohan.
I like that when they aged him up in Super, by the way, for the superhero movie and stuff. They left his hair purple.
Yeah.
So it's just future Trunks' hair is blue. I feel like they just did that so we could tell future Trunks from current timeline Trunks once they age him up. I was like, okay, future Trunks got the blue hair. Our current timeline Trunks got the purple hair, but I still miss future Trunks having the purple hair.
Yeah, for Gohan, I mean, at the same point, he did, accomplish the most strongest form that Saiyan has never achieved before.
Right.
I'm understandable, but I kind of don't like how he went with that. I'm like, I like the colorful transformation.
Oh, you don't like
Super Saiyan. I don't like potential unleashed. No.
I got you. You don't
I don't like his ultimate form.
Oh, you don't like ultimate form? Okay, I thought it was Beast you were talking about. You didn't like. So
no, I love Beast. Okay, Beast is awesome.
All right, Beast got the OG spot. Gotcha.
Like I was hoping for like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue Gohan. Not like ultimate.
Yeah. See, I don't like how they portrayed him in the movie and stuff, and then kind of like when they rehashed it in the manga, I don't like how they kind of freaking set that off too, because if you think about it, they made this whole big deal of him training to get back strong again in Tournament of Power. In the manga, he's still training through the Moro and the Granola arcs with Piccolo. In fact, in the Moro arc, when everybody attacks, it's Gohan and Piccolo that show up to kind of like save the day until Goku and Vegeta get there. Right?
At some point, Gohan's gonna surpass Piccolo.
Yeah. I mean, I think he already has.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, probably. Yeah, but
yeah,
you can't train with them all the time. Well, you can. I mean, it makes Piccolo strong too. So
I was like, bro, Goku still goes back and trains with Master Roshi.
Honestly, yeah, they're making them. They're both getting strong together. I don't know what the hell I'm saying.
Right. But
honestly, it feels like Piccolo's the one's getting stronger because he's fighting Gohan.
Right. So what I was getting at though, I don't like how in Superhero it's like he suddenly stops training again. It's like, bro, what was the point of those last 2 arcs and all this shit in the fucking
I hate when
Power?
Gohan stops training.
Yeah, it's like, why do y'all keep doing this to him?
I'm like,
right?
bro,
Gohan's
like
Gohan's
one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Especially
actually, in both
during
the
the
anime
Cell
and
Saga.
the manga, by the way, Phantom Flame, there was originally 18 universes until 6 of them did something to disappoint or piss off Zeno, and he decided, we just need 12 now, goodbye.
Man, if only Gohan didn't stop freaking training after Cell Saga.
Yeah.
Bro could have been the most strongest Saiyan.
Well, that's like they keep doing this to him. Like, it's like, okay, bro was training, he got really strong. All right, no more training. Like, I get doing all your academic stuff, but you can't be doing some, like, background training. Like, and supposedly he was still, even though he wasn't training and couldn't sense freaking Piccolo's ki in the movie, somehow he was still trained enough to be able to come up with a special beam cannon on his own.
Saga, bro. Gohan, even, I'm pretty sure Toriyama himself, I think, said that he was actually stronger than fucking Goku himself.
Yeah, not at the end of Cell, yeah.
He was stronger than Goku. He would have been the strongest Saiyan. Yeah. I'm like, God damn it, now he's all weak.
Yeah, well, because even freaking Vegeta said even though Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 again while fighting Dabura, that he was still weaker than he was when he fought Cell. I was like, damn, that's a slap to the face to bro.
Yeah. Dude,
like, you tell me he was stronger as a kid?
Respected Gohan.
Yeah. Like, damn, bro. How you gonna do our boy like that?
For real.
Other than that, though, I do love...
That's why Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan's gotta be my all-time favorite Gohan.
Yeah. I love the Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan hair. And I do like how they kind of brought back that hairstyle for nostalgic purposes. But as much as I like Beast, I think it would have been better if they made the hair a little bit shorter. So just a little bit, you know? And still, like, just kept it as a slightly longer Super Saiyan 2 hair in white. Like, what they're obviously they're going for the nostalgia bait on all of us by making it Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan hairstyle, but they made it so freaking long, though. It's kind of like Daima Vegeta. Like, although I do like the Daima Vegeta Super Saiyan 3, mostly because it's kind of unique and it's different than Goku's.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But at the same time, like, why did we suddenly shift from these other hairstyles we were going with for transformations to sharp and pointy and long? That's the future.
Yeah.
And got these cone heads with hairs. Now, that being said, they do still both look very badass. I just, maybe on the Beast one in particular,
yeah, bro, even
a little bit shorter.
Gohan's still trained up to side, bro. Probably the first Saiyan to even fucking reach Ultra Instinct before Goku did. Maybe even Ultra Ego as well. One of the two.
Yeah, I don't think Gohan was training in GT still, because they didn't make it seem like he was. But they just didn't make him as weak in GT as they did for not training as like partway through Super. Because he was still able to easily go Super Saiyan 1 and 2, but bro didn't have his freaking ultimate form anymore or anything like that. He was just barely stronger than freaking Goten and Trunks in GT.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it was in the guidebooks. Yeah.
As much as I like Super Saiyan Blue, like, come on, bro, make us different. You gotta figure out a different transformation. Yeah. All you do is go blue.
Yeah. No, I don't like that they kind of overused it after introducing it. They did the same thing with regular Super Saiyan, though. All Blue did was become the new regular Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
So they
Super Saiyan is fucking awesome.
Hey, it was, but
at
some point it stopped being like, oh shit, they're going Super Saiyan. We're about to start kicking some ass. Oh well, we're now still losing as a Super Saiyan. Who would have guessed that? And then Super Saiyan 2 wasn't enough anymore. And then Super Saiyan 3 in the arc it was introduced wasn't enough. Because too much power drain.
That's why I like Goku Black. Because I thought they're going to go with, oh, Goku Black stole Goku's body, so he's going to go blue now. No, motherfucker went rose. Yeah. I'm like, oh, switch it up a bit. Holy crap. That's why I like Goku Black. Because Super Saiyan Rose. Super Saiyan Rose is my all-time favorite transformation.
Oh, this is one of the reasons why I like the manga of Super better than the anime for Super. So in the manga for Super, freaking basically through most of the arcs, Goku and Vegeta would fight in regular God and Super Saiyan God, and they would turn blue at like certain intervals. Like they would go back to God for like speed and movement and like ease of stamina drain and stuff. But then they would turn to blue before they would make impact for more power.
Yeah.
Right, and they did a little bit of that in the Tournament of Power, but they didn't really do it very heavily. And Vegeta didn't do it at all, because we didn't see him turn Super Saiyan God until freaking the Broly movie, like in animated form. But more than in the manga, he was doing it the whole time. And same thing with Goku Black. In the manga, Goku Black actually turns regular Super Saiyan before we get Rose.
Yeah.
Like, he learns how to turn Super Saiyan after fighting Goku in Super Saiyan.
I'm just glad Vegeta's finally fucking learning transformations.
Yeah, bro gets that.
Like Super Saiyan 3, bro, finally.
Yeah, right, for Daima. Which means he should have had it in the bag for freaking when they fought Beerus. That's where they fucked up with Daima. Why didn't they have Super Saiyan 3 and 4 when they fought Beerus, huh? The only thing that they could kind of really explain out, because Vegeta didn't use Super Saiyan 3, is maybe that in Daima, when using Super Saiyan 3, he realized it took too much energy from him, and he's like, nah, that transformation. But even then, still, like, bro, make it make sense. Like, at this point, they're going to have to redo all of Super if we even go in, if they want to connect Daima to it, and then connect in the Moro arc later. Because before they did this thing with Super Saiyan 3 and 4 and Daima, the only thing they really had to change was the Tournament of Power. They would just redo the Tournament of Power, right, to make it more accurate to the manga, and then it'd be easier for them to adapt the Moro arc.
When Goku met Beerus, bro, he said his strongest flicking form was Super Saiyan 3. If you knew Super Saiyan 4, you would have used Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus.
Exactly.
Where was it? Like, damn.
And besides, missing out on the God of Destruction Battle Royale before the Tournament of Power, and that was in the manga but not the anime, there was certain moments made more sense in the manga, like Gohan versus Kefla. Okay? Yeah. They double rang each other out. That was actually really badass, and that kind of showed up our boy Gohan, because he didn't really get a big moment like that in the anime version. Right? The biggest thing he had was fighting in Nalazilla. Fucking the damn cyborg monster thing from that one universe.
Oh, yeah.
All their people together.
Yeah. Now they're gonna have to, well...
And we didn't get the...
Yeah, if they ever do a Super Season 2, of course. They can do that with Kaba and Caulifla and Kefla.
Yeah. Well,
you know how Goku was training Caulifla more, on how transformations work, and there's a 2. He was like, after 2, it was like, you can go to 3. She's like, there's a 3?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure after that, Goku can be like, oh, after you got 3 mastered, now you can go to blue or God. And I'm like,
no, we gotta have the 4.
No, now you gotta go 4. Now that 4 is canon. Now they can do that, and it'll make sense in Super Season 2.
Yeah.
If she went 4.
I'll see, because they have to, for Super Season 2, they would have to adapt the Moro and Granola arcs, which are the new ones. But
of course.
There's a part in the Moro arc that they're going to have to either change if they bring back the anime, or they're going to have to, like I said, redo the Tournament of Power, because without this certain scene from Master Roshi in the manga version of Tournament of Power, there's an entire other scene that's going to make 0 sense in the Moro arc.
Yeah, however, they're going to have to figure out what to use for Super Saiyan 4 for women.
Yeah.
For their top, because you know how in Goku, he's just shirtless.
Yeah, they'll probably do the same thing they do in Xenoverse. They'll probably put some kind of freaking, like, bra thing over it or something.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah. Like, you know, their tops are probably not going to explode and disappear when they go forward.
No.
Probably going to just adapt to the form.
I wouldn't, well, yeah.
Right. Also, hi there, ZX. Alright,
now, Vegeta's gonna have to learn Super Saiyan 4.
Boy. I honestly was really upset that they set up this one thing in Daima, and freaking, they never went through with it. In fact, they got rid of all the freaking little special medi bugs, like, right at the end. But he had bought those fusion bugs.
Oh, right? Yeah, he's never used them.
Yeah, they never used them. I thought we were going to get a third fusion, like another person to go in with Gogeta and Vegeta. Yeah. Right? Like a third freaking named form. Or,
for real,
at least freaking Majin Ku and Majin Du using them.
I was really expecting him to use the...
They really fumbled with that setup there, because they introduced the fusion bugs. Yeah. They introduced Majin Ku as being the smart one. They might introduce Du as being the kind of dumb but strong one. So if they fused together, they would have been both strong and smart, because it takes the best parts of both of them and fucking fuses that shit together. That would have been a crazy looking Majin. So I was kind of disappointed that we didn't get that. That or a new Goku Vegeta fusion, which would have been cool. Just saying.
Yeah.
Medibug wasted potential.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the only thing that's like, I love Dragon Ball, but come on guys, can we like get some consistent power scaling and transformations and storylines?
Yeah.
Well, why do we got to keep going back in time at certain points and adding in more transformations that didn't exist before?
For real.
Especially with them wanting to make it like a whole Dragon Ball multiverse type thing, like beyond the normal multiverse, like with multiple different timelines having different freaking outcomes and stuff. Which explains the, like, that because, you know, that is what would canonize in Xenoverse and, like, Dragon Ball Superheroes and stuff like that, too. It'd be nice if there's all kind of networked together in some way, shape, or form. Did you have anything else Dragon Ball related you wanted to talk about before we basically move on to my last subject, which is going to be short and then end the podcast?
Nah. We can go on.
Okay. So, I have 2 things I want to talk about. One of them is going to be really, really, really fast, and the other one I'll be talking about just a tiny bit more, but it's still going to be pretty fast. First one, Marvel Horizons Season 3.5. Sorry about getting tongue-tied there. I believe started today, and we are getting a new Thing and Human Torch team up that looks fucking absolutely terrifying. Okay? So Torch picks up the Thing spreads his wings out like he's an airplane, and you can literally fly him across the map. You got a big old AoE circle to aim and drop him in, and when he lands, he makes 3 shockwaves that I'm assuming, because they look like his knock-up shockwave from his Yancey Street Charge, I'm assuming they're also going to be knock-up shockwaves. So that's going to be a big game changer coming in. So I'm excited to see with that. And that's also going to make it where more people are going to be using the Human Torch and probably the Spider-Man team up too. because since Human Torch and Spider-Man have that team up and not many people are using it, adding the Thing in there, you already got to have a Human Torch to have the Thing team up. Might as well grab a Spider-Man too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, does that make the fucking Human Torch the anchor for 2 team-ups?
Oh, gosh. Probably.
I wonder how that's going to work. I'll definitely have to see when we go in, because after this stream, I am going to hop over to Marvel Rivals. Got some rivaling with Matthew to do here. Been waiting all day for this, so I'm excited. Hopefully I don't fuck it up too bad, because I've been going all day. Right?
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to talk about... Oh, crap, I actually missed a talking point, which... We'll talk about that right after this. Happy Gilmore 2 is coming out tomorrow. I'm fucking excited about that. I'm a big Adam Sandler fan. Like, I love his movies. Bro cracks me up.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore was one of my favorite childhood movies, and it's crazy that it's getting a sequel after freaking 29 years.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that is a very long time. And there seems like they're doing a 29-year time skip, too, so... I'm ready to see what happens in that movie. I'm definitely excited for tomorrow, man. Because they're bringing back a bunch of old characters and some new characters. They got some, like, WWE wrestlers that are going to be in there. One of them's actually playing one of his sons. I've never heard of the guy, but his name's, like, MGF or something like that. And apparently he plays one of Adam's sons. Bad Bunny's going to be in the movie. Eminem's going to be in the movie. Freaking from the trailer, It looks like they have freaking God damn it, my mind's blanking out. I just watched the movie last night too. The fucking golf instructor guy, Mr. It's All in the Hips. It's all in the hips. That guy, his son, is gonna be in the movie, or at least the character of his son is gonna be in the movie. Like, not his actual, like. I don't think the guy playing his son is his actual son, but, like, they have somebody playing his son, from what I can tell from the trailer. And he has a wooden hand, too. It looks like they reused the same wooden hand from the original movie that his dad had. Because when the fingers break off, it breaks off the same fingers that he was missing. So, I'm definitely excited about that. So the thing that I missed in my notes that I kind of skipped over, it was in between the mega Pokemon names and the freaking Marvel Rivals Season 3.5 thing. I have a new story idea that I've been thinking on, and I might just go ahead and start just making like little, I don't know, episode length things and just live stream and read it off to you guys. Like, we're going to do some Damionpyro story time, which I was talking about last podcast wanting to start up doing. Just kind of like do a stream where I'm just reading my stories to you guys and stuff like that. It'd be a little bit different than what I'm doing with the Shadow of Umber City, where I'm actually like editing it and recording my voice and adding sound effects and all that. We're not going to be having all that. It's just going to be me reading a story purely, but one that I've written. And the one that I kind of thought up last night, I don't have a name for it yet, but I have created a power system for the world already. So everybody in this world has access to the power of aura. Like, it runs very heavily through the planet and stuff like that, and in every living being and non-living things as well. Kind of like a soul, but it's aura. But certain people that I am going to call aura guardians are born with like unique powers that are born from the aura, right? And a long time ago, there was 10 heroes that invented these things called aura passes, which allowed them to put their power into the past and pass it on down to the next generation in their family. And while other people developed their own aura passes later, these original 10 were the first people to do it. So there's more generations of power in these 10 passes than any of the other ones. But with the aura pass, you get access to like your ancestors' power and stuff like that. And it also, besides, access to their powers, comes with a cool set of armor. Yay! Each one has its own unique armor that can like change based off like powers and stuff they're using. So I'm definitely excited to start writing on some more of that. And of course, I still have the stuff written for my like main book and for the Shadow of Umber City. It's just kind of like one of my side projects. Every time I think up something new, I always write it down and jot it down. But I think I'm going to start taking some of those, writing more into them, and start cranking them out as like little story time moments on the channel. And that literally wraps it up for everything I want to talk about. Anything you want to add, Kat? Anything you got to talk about? That's it? So we're done here then, right?
Yep.
In that case, woo, hold on, let me come land somewhere. You know, we'll end this with my Ginyu foes, bro. Special Ginyu foes. Alright, thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. I do stream every day. We do stream all kinds of things. This is a weekly podcast that we started doing about 5 weeks ago. This would be week 6. We normally do it on Wednesdays, but some stuff happened yesterday and we had to delay it till the day. But the normal time slot is Wednesday, and that's when we'll be doing the podcast again next week, is on Wednesday. Back to the normal time slot. Let's go. Anyway, thank you all, and have a great day, or night, or evening, whatever time it is, depending on what part of the world you're from. And I will see you all hopefully soon when I stream Marvel Rivals here in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.